On the mat, the wrestler in green is fast, fierce, and female. It is a rare sight even now in this overwhelmingly male sport. But Julia Ernst is a rare soul, a young woman beating the boys at their own game.
Nice, Julia. Woo!
How did you start wrestling?
Well, actually, I started wrestling because I have a really great older brother that beat up on me a little bit before dinner, and I decided eventually that I needed to learn how to fend myself.
One of only 3 females on the 7th grade team at her private school, by freshman year the others had quit and Julia stood alone.
Despite the fact that I have supportive coaches and supportive teammates, it's still an interesting feeling to walk into a room and be the only person of your type.
So when you went up to have matches with other schools,
Yeah.
you encountered that quite often.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you're in the locker room and you can't really josh around with the boys, you can't really make nicknames for each other, talk about whatever cool moves you learned in practice.
All right, Julia.
Yet encouraged by her parents who are into martial arts, she started winning over and over again, sparking a range of reactions. Some boys would outright refuse to wrestle her, others...
If they're coming into the match with this sense of pride and this sense of superiority that they are male, therefore they are going to win the match, if I do end up beating them, then often, you know, those are the kids that are going to go off and cry in the corner or be really ashamed or have parents that come and yell at them.
Tell me something that people find surprising about you.
That I am feminine. I'll go to wrestling camp with scores of boys and they'll see me and I'm, you know, wearing my singlet or my head cap and I'm battered or bloody noses or whatever. And then later on, they'll friend me on Facebook and they won't believe that it's me.
Maybe that's because away from the gym, she can be all smiles and charm. But on the mat, she is all business. Just ask her coach.
She's one of the hardest working wrestlers I've ever met, the hardest working person I've ever met. Whether it's schoolwork, whether it's athletics, she just goes as hard as she possibly could on everything.
That wins tournaments and fans. With the season winding down, Julia, a team captain, faced one match to become the winningest wrestler in her school's history.
Everybody was on their feet shouting and cheering, Julia, Julia. And when she won, everybody jumped up and down. Women were literally crying to see this victory. She represents for all of these women, and I've had many conversations with women at these matches. Julia is my hero. She is doing, you know, she is trailblazing for women.
Julia believes her little brother may soon enough eclipse her record, but for now she reigns supreme. 26 losses, 107 wins, all against men.
When you hear your coach talk about your record at your school, what do you think?
I'm happy. I'm very happy. I get a little bit giddy. I do a little bit of a happy dance maybe. And also
her grades are impressive too, so next fall she is off to Harvard with hopes of wrestling at the club level, where she knows boys will still be boys, and she's convinced she'll still be the girl who can beat them.
Good fight. Great career.
Tom Foreman, CNN, Washington.